to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend marks the return to the Wizarding World. That's right, get your little wands out, because my review of the 2018 fantasy adventure sequel, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, coming up now. When the powerful dark wizard Grindelwald is being transported to London to answer for his crimes, he escapes the transfer carriage. With him on the loose again, Albus Dumbledore recruits his old student, Newt Scamander, in hopes he can stop Grindelwald from going after the host of an Obscurus, Credence Barebone, who's on the search for answers about his family. Newt teams up with a few old friends in hopes of stopping Grindelwald from perfecting his latest evil plan. So what did I think of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald? I thought it's an entertaining fantasy sequel. I enjoyed the first film, which acts as a prequel to the Harry Potter series, with a script once again written by J.K. Rowling, and I feel like if you had a good time with that movie, you will here as well. It's nice to be back into the Wizarding World, and there's some great effects and cinematography that looks terrific on the big screen. While the first Fantastic Beasts felt a little more magical and light, this sequel is much darker, with a couple of things parents might look at as controversial for younger viewers. Although all through the film, it feels like a bridge or connecting entry to a larger picture, acting as a setup for bigger things to come in the next 3 movies in this series. Another big difference here is that the Fantastic Beasts themselves don't show up as much as they did in the first film, but when they do, they're a lot of fun. Some of the main characters also don't get as much to do or are reduced to a more minor role. The movie can feel overstuffed at times with some of these new characters that have been added as well. Some of the new characters are given some time on their backstory and flashbacks when they turn out to be not as big of a deal as you might think they are. I felt like some of these storylines could have been reduced or even completely omitted. There's even a character who's introduced, does a few things, and is then never seen again. Things can get a little confusing whether you're a casual fan or a lifelong Potterhead, but once the other movies are released, maybe looking back, more of it will make sense. I did really love when the movie goes back to Hogwarts for a few moments, as we see some familiar sights and music again. There's a number of cool action scenes here and there, but sometimes, like in the opening sequence, it can be a little too dark where it's hard to tell what's going on. Good performances by the cast, starring Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, the magizoologist who is given the task of stopping Grindelwald, Catherine Waterston as Tina Goldstein, the Auror who's on Credence's tail trying to help him, Dan Fogler as Jacob Kowalski, the nomad, war veteran and baker who goes on another journey with Newt, Alison Sudol, how you doing, as Queenie Goldstein, Jacob's girlfriend who wants to get married even though it isn't allowed, Ezra Miller as Credence Barebone, the dangerous teen who's looking for answers about his real family, Zoe Kravitz as Leda Lestrange, the damaged young woman who's engaged to Newt's brother, Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore, the powerful professor who can't fight Grindelwald because of a blood pact, and Johnny Depp as Garrett Grindelwald, the dark wizard who's looking to gain a following as he no longer wants to stay hidden from the Muggles. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is an engaging and dark entry that has me interested in seeing what comes next. I'm gonna give it the rating of do it. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTruthAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.